Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Package Weekly Team Sync. Today is Monday, August 17th. Thanks for joining us. Hope everybody had a lovely family and friends day. David, you have the first point.
Yeah, thanks. First, I don't know why we are all in space, but well. Yeah, so the GDK dependencies are recommended to be handled by AESDF, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's a small library that will handle sub-clients like brew or whatever to install dependencies and check the versions between them. So in GDK, you have a small metadata file that will describe all the versions you need for the dependencies. So you just need to run the install command and it will install everything for you. And over to John.
Thanks, David. That sounds pretty great. Thanks for sharing. My point is about Q3 OKRs. So the top point or bullet point A is a link to package OKRs. There is a couple extra KRs I'll be working on under the product objective. I'll be chatting with Tim with that later today and potentially refining a couple of those, so just a heads up. The rest should be pretty good to go. And there is a diversity, inclusion, and belonging training KR for all the engineering folks. So please check that out when you have a moment. I'm hoping to be a little more transparent this quarter with OKRs. So if anybody has questions, feedback, anything, please share. Next is the review to merge time. So just wanted to call this out. We chatted about this in one-on-ones last week as well. We have a new KPI called review to merge time. This replaces mean time to merge as a KPI. So mean time to merge is now just a PI without the key portion of it. So there's a couple links about that. Just wanted to share that with everybody. I think this metric makes a lot of sense. And I put point B is just a note on when the timer for this starts. Is when the workflow in review label has been added. And there's a couple links there if you'd like to read more about it. And that was it. Steve, over to you.
Curious, do you happen to know with that, if you go to review and then you like switch it back, does that mess up the metrics?
I don't know the answer to that. That's a really good question.
Because I mean, that doesn't happen often, but on some like the big ones, sometimes it will.
Sure. Yeah, that's a great point, Steve. Yeah, thanks for calling that out. I'll do a little bit of research and see what I can find out.
I just saw there's a issue that got tagged for us for deploy tokens, but I think that specific issue would be best labeled for if there is a specific team that's responsible for deploy tokens. I wasn't sure, so I thought I'd ask if anyone knew.
Yeah, I was just typing, but I think that it belongs to manage, although it's a weird feature because we've worked on it a bunch. I know Release has worked on it a bunch, so it's kind of falling in between. I don't think that we should take total ownership of it though. So I think I'll respond in that issue and just see if we can get the manage team to look at it.
Cool.
We had another bug around this as well, right? That we just got pinged on, Tim?
Yeah. Yeah, that one came up as a fire drill.
Yeah.
And that one felt a little bit more okay because it surfaced as the result of, or actually no, I mean, we could have pushed back on that one. It was just we wanted to help resolve the issue quickly, but we don't want to take this on long term. So I'll take that issue and send it over to manage.
Okay. If I can help, Tim, please let me know.
Yeah, there were a few. There were like, I think now there's like 4 different issues tracking the big P1 issues around deploy tokens.
Okay, well, thanks everyone. That's the end of our agenda. Does anyone have anything to add before we stop recording? No? Just checking, scanning through space for anything. Nope. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Hope you have a great day, and we will see you next week.